Hi, I'm Ross Benjamin of Sportsbook Review and RBWins.com. It's Saturday, May 28th. It's time for another edition of my MLB Underdog Picks of the Day video. Before we get to those picks, just a quick review. We had a rough weekend last weekend with our Major League Baseball underdogs. I beat on my chest when I win, but I'm very transparent as well when I lose. And Sunday 0-2 day, as we had San Diego, a huge plus 155 underdog last Sunday, and they lost in 17 innings to the LA Dodgers after they squandered a 4-run lead earlier in the game. And then we had the Chicago Cubs, who were a 1-0 loser last Sunday night as a plus 116 underdog. You know what? They say it's close. Only counts in horseshoes and dancing. It's all about wins and losses when we talk about sports gambling. So let's move on. I have two picks for today. Let's get back on the winning track. Despite those two losers, I'm still 19 and 11 with my last 30 MLB underdog picks right here at Sportsbook Review, and that spans over my last 14 videos. The first game we're going to look at today, the Detroit Tigers take on the Oakland Athletics at Oakland, 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time start. This is an Oakland team that's gone 8-16 at home this season. That's not very good, folks. It doesn't take a mathematical whiz to figure that out, and they've lost five straight at home as well. Oakland has also gone 1-7 in their last 8 games overall. Not a lot of value there, even though they're just a short favorite, but an easy team to fade. And you're looking at their starting pitcher today, Jesse Hahn. Last three starts, shaky form, 5.60 ERA, 164 WHIP, 5 home runs allowed in 17 and 2/3 innings pitched. Definitely not a top 25 pitcher. And here's a little secret that I look at, and it's a foundational tool. It's not an automatic play, but it's certainly one that catches my eye when I see these types of situations. You have a team like Detroit with a better record, and they're an underdog against a team like Oakland with a losing record, and also the Oakland pitcher is not a top 20 pitcher, meaning if you look at the ERA stats and the WHIP stats in Major League Baseball, Jesse Hahn doesn't rank in the top 20. Right off the bat, that creates a lot of value for me without looking at anything else. Now we go above and beyond that. This is a Detroit team coming into today that's won 9 of their last 11. Over their last 7 games, they have an excellent team on base percentage of 341 and a very good 837 OPS. Matt Boyd does get the start for Detroit today. He's made 8 starts at AAA Toledo before being recalled. And during those 8 starts at AAA ball, he posted an excellent 2.62 ERA. Now, Boyd did struggle a season ago in his rookie campaign with Detroit, but he looks to be a much more confident pitcher this go around. He did make one relief appearance thus far for Detroit. That came on April 24th. In that outing, he went 4 2/3, allowed no earned runs, and just 2 hits. So this is a guy that's primed to show he belongs in the major leagues, and he'll try to seize the opportunity and stay with the big club with a strong performance today. And, Jesse Hahn, and you're looking at Matt Boyd. In my opinion, Oakland may have a slight edge in its starting pitching department, but not enough that would deem them to be a good play as a favorite. I'm going to fade the A's today. I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers plus 111 over the Oakland Athletics. And let's get to the next game. We're going to take a look at the game between the Minnesota Twins and Seattle Mariners. 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time start. Safeco Field in Seattle. I'm going to use a little bit of a different approach here. More times than not, the vast majority of times, I should say, we're looking at a money line underdog. This time we're going to look at a run line play, meaning Seattle minus 1.5 with a underdog money line price of plus 134, and you can find that line right now at matchbook.com. Minnesota 1-16 this year as a road underdog of plus 100 to plus 150 on the money line. Currently, they're around plus 135 across the board, so they qualify in that situation today. And then you're looking at Phil Hughes, the starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins, 1-8 in his team starts this year with a lofty 5.55 ERA. He's shown some vulnerability to give up the long ball of late. His last three starts, he's allowed 5 home runs and 16 and one-third innings pitched. And that's an alarming factor, not only because that's a lot of home runs in a short amount of innings pitched, but he's going to be facing a Seattle lineup today that's on pace to hit 214 home runs this season. So he's going to be now. He's not only been vulnerable over his last three starts, but he'll be quite vulnerable against a power-laden Mariners lineup. Now let's look at the other side of the coin. The Seattle Mariners, not a great home record this year, but they're coming off a 7-2 loss last night with Felix Hernandez on the mound to these Twins. But Seattle's gone a very good 10-3 in their last 13 games following a loss. The Seattle bullpen this year has been excellent, 2.62 ERA, and they've struck out 156 batters in 140.7 innings. Anytime you have a better than more strikeouts than innings pitched when in terms of your bullpen, especially over this long period of time, that's awfully impressive and something you can't ignore. Wade Miley will get the start for Seattle today. 106 whip in his last three starts, while the Mariners have gone 3-0 in those outings. That's pretty good form, folks. Now, Miley, like his counterpart on the mound today, Phil Hughes, he has had trouble keeping the ball in the ballpark of late. But here's the thing. He's going to be facing a Twins lineup this year that's hit 27 home runs, only 27 home runs, I should say, in 47 games. Folks, over 162 game schedule, that equates to 93 home runs in a season, which is absolutely pathetic in terms of power. I like Seattle here to win this game big. I'm going to lay the 1.5 runs on the run line at plus 134. Repeating again, the Detroit Tigers plus 111, the Seattle Mariners minus 1.5 plus 134 are my two Major League Baseball underdog picks for Saturday, May the 28th. You can find all my daily betting articles simply by going to sbrpicks.com, and my own personal website. You can find me as well, rbwins.com. Thank you for joining me, and I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very happy Memorial Day weekend.